Okay. So yeah, from our last class, basically we stopped at setting up the basics of WooCommerce, if I'm correct. Um, okay. So basically, I wanted to just share my whole screen. So how to set up WooCommerce. Today's class, I just want us to go over a bit of customization for WooCommerce. Now, most of this customization we are going to be doing, you would need to have Elementor Pro, which I believe everybody has. If by now you still don't have, just reach out to me. I'll send you the file. So if we go over to templates, by now we should be familiar with the team builder, aren't we? Is there anybody that's not familiar with team builder? I guess that's a no. Okay, so coming over to team builder, we'll see some options. Now, if on the left hand side here, we can see header, footer, single post, single page, archive, search results, single product archive, loop items, error 404. Actually, you can even build much more than this. Sorry, let me do this. So, but I usually like to use the table view. So, down here, I just click on switch to table view. And from here, I click on add new. Now I can select whatever it is I want to build. So I want to start first of all from a single I call it a single product. Because a single product is basically, you know, when you go to, let's say you see a list of products and you click on one that you want to view that particular one. So it's going to show you a single product. So let's click on that. And probably give it a name. Sorry, one sec. Sorry about that. Maybe we can just call this product and create the template.
So like creating the template is like compulsory.
Yeah, but so the interesting thing is most times when you use some teams and some teams usually they build these pages for you like a more customized one, because the default one is what we saw in our last class. Maybe I should just go back and show you the default one. Let me just do this. Class 5. Okay. Okay, so if we click on this now, we even have to build a new page. So this is the default one that comes with WooCommerce, right? And it's really not looking very good. Although it's not simple what we're going to design, it's going to look way better. But if that we had like a design, this is like the same process we'll go over, because you have to create a template for that particular page. You understand? Using Elementor. If that you don't use Elementor, some teams have their default styling that you can easily still customize, but I don't think it's some of them are quite flexible really. I think Flux is very flexible, but as I said, I like to use little plugins and themes whenever I'm building stuff. So as much as possible, I have to figure out a way to just use one plugin to do a lot of things. So that's why I just enjoy using Elementor, because it gives me that should I say possibility of doing that in the first place. So going back to our page, usually you should have just imported any of these templates. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to build everything from scratch as usual. So create a 2 container. I'm still going to be using the somewhat default look, right? But on the left hand side here, you see that the options are quite different and they are more tooled around products. So we have WooCommerce breadcrumbs, product title, product images, product price. I think what I just need is product images actually for the left hand side. So you see, it's looking almost like the one we saw previously, which is this, right? So we can customize it a bit more. So for the I think the spacing or something, we can give this thumbnail spacing. We can do this, but it's not really much we can do when it comes to this image, right? Because if you even think about it, really, you want this image to be as dynamic as possible. Only except maybe there's a new version of Elementor that possibly gives us a way to use loop items to build these images, but you can also use other methods. I want to believe there are other methods, so let me search for product image. Okay, it's just one. So maybe if you have add-ons or other extensions from Elementor, they will probably give you more flexibility. It's an there's a plugin I'm going to drop. Yeah, I want you guys to just do your research on that. Actually, it's a very powerful plugin, but it's built on top of Elementor, right? So it shows you like the power Elementor itself has, but that plugin is quite powerful because you can literally customize more things. It gives you the possibility of customizing a lot of things. The plugin is even divided into many plugins, but I'll tell you guys to check it out. If you need me to download the actual plugin for you, just hit me up. I'll help you out with that. So I need the I want to change something. Okay, so I thought I was something interesting, right? Let's do this. Let me delete this, right? I'm just thinking on the fly here, so you permit me. So I'll look for an image and drag that image here. Now remember in Elementor we have stuff called dynamic tags, right? So if I click on this dynamic tag, I can set the featured image. And with this, I can easily customize this to how I want it to look like. So if I go over to style, I can say I want it to have a border. Let me do a dotted border and give it a color of blue. Not very stylish, I know. Let me do image carousel. Now we can still have dynamic tags, right? Now I see what I'm doing here. I can put the dynamic tags to be product gallery. Now I have a carousel. It's not the usual that we had originally. So you see the flexibility that comes with this whole thing. At first I really never done it like this before. Like I just thought about this now. So that's one of the things that I would want you to always try to do. So as much as possible, try to think outside of the box, right? You can set the image size, you can customize it. It's pretty much the same way you customize an image carousel in Elementor. You have the same flexibility to do that same thing here. So we can still have the same dotted and make it blue. So each of them are dotted and blue. I know it's terrible design, but just trying to show you the possibility of what we can actually do here. And also if you don't want, you can customize this a bit more to say I don't want the navigations to show. I don't want the navigations to show. That's pretty much what I want to do here. So now let's go back to title. Now I would usually have dragged the product title, but since I showed you okay, so I have a meeting in 15 minutes, so I probably have to rush a bit more. So we go back to heading. Now as usual, dynamic tags. Now we call this what? Product title. So yeah, product title. Now we can customize this more. We want this to be blackish. We want this to be the heading. Okay, that's way too big. Paragraph heading, no, way too small. Heading, customize this. I want to use RAM. I don't use pixels. Oh, sorry about that. I want this to align to the right. Oh, well, align to the left is not bad actually. I want everything to be uppercase. I don't want it to be bold. I want it to be, in fact, light as much as possible. So, product description. So I'll just get text. You see, I'm even not using the default widgets that Elementor provides for things like this. So I'll just want to do product short description. Yeah. So same thing, blackish, size, paragraph, too big, but to customize that. I don't want normal, I want extra light. Um, Size, rem, and I want this to be 1 rem, right? 1 rem is technically 16 pixels, so there's actually a calculation for rem. I think there's a video I watched recently. Maybe I would send that out for you guys to watch. Next thing I want to add is a button, an add to cart button. So usually I would have actually just done a button, so I can just say button also. Now, I've not tried this with the button, but let's say, yeah, add to cart. So, and the text, I can say add to cart. I said cart. Add to cart. Um, Styling, yeah, the color should be blackish. I don't want border radius. Let's customize the text a bit more. Oh, sorry, let's do this. Text, I want everything to be uppercase as usual, extra light. um don't forget, use rem, 1 rem, and pretty much that's it. So maybe we can even put a product rating. So let me just try that here. So the star color can be the same accent, the empty star color can be blackish. um I think that's pretty much it. I don't know, it's not showing. So we can show related products down here, but let me just quickly, I'm trying to rush, pardon me. I want to just give you margin top as usual, rem, uncheck this. So I would want 2 rem. That's 16 plus 16. My math is terrible. That's 32, I think. Yeah. Um, Bottom also 2 rem, and publish. So now this is the interesting thing. I believe we're all familiar with this. So add condition. Now I want this to be included in all products page. So once I save this now, let's remember this is the current way our product stuff looks like, right? So once I refresh, it should change in voila. Yeah, that's it. So I think I should change this blue stuff to blackish as usual. Use it everywhere. Blackish. I think it's going to look better. All right. I think it's possible this thing. First, so let me just